Hey, welcome back to Happy Little Notaries. We're talking about all things saturation in this series of videos, and this one is geared to color boost. So we're going to talk a little bit about how it works, what it does, and why I don't ever use it, even though it's very easy to just twirl the knob. And if we don't use it, what other tools do we have to boost saturation and really address getting that kind of look that we want to have? So I have a couple images right here. I think this one was already getting played around with before, but we, in the previous video, looked at the primary saturation knob, and instead we're going to talk about color boost. So the color boost is another knob down here, works down here, starts at 0, then works its way up. But what it does, contrary to the primary saturation knob, is that it affects the least saturated areas first before it gets to the high saturated areas. So whereas the primary saturation knob did its own thing, but it is an additive color model. It is adding a gain function to your image, and we can see just twirling it up to 50, you can play the still that we have. Play still. And you can see it's affecting things. There we go. So we have our still up right there, the color boost. We can see how it brings in everything else in a little different way than the other one, but it's very similar. It's still an additive. You still get that same artifacting and same effect. That it just isn't as nice. If we look at chips, you do get a little bit more cleaner. Make sure we're on the right node. Where it does not break, like we saw with the primary saturation. We still get a little bit more bleed off by just spinning it up and around and things like that. It's not as bad, but it's still working in that additive sense. It's not the best color model. It's not the best tool to use. So you probably already watched that in the previous video on primary saturation. Not great. It makes things look implausibly emissive, like a wall shouldn't start to look like it's glowing with how much saturation there is. But anyways, if we can't use color boost, which is a saturation tool, and we can't use the primary saturation knob because it is funky, what can we use? So your choice. In the next video, you can either learn about, let's see here, let's look at my notes. We can either learn about using color slice, the newest tool in Davinci Resolve 19, or using HSL curves. So which will it be, HSL curves or color slice? Your choice. Choose now, and watch that video. It's fun.